I'm Tiffany Ryland. I am a second-generation commercial real estate owner, most notably known for advocating for diversity, equity, and inclusion in this extremely underrepresented industry of commercial real estate. I've been in the industry for a couple of years, but I jokingly say that I've been in it since birth, and I'm sure my dad owes me some back child support pay, if that's even a thing. So yes, I have been in it for a while now and just extremely excited about being able to be a face, a driver, and an advocate for ensuring that there's equity and inclusion and diversity in commercial real estate. Actually, I ran from it. I ran fast, but not fast enough. My dad actually started the company with my mom over 40 years ago at the kitchen with their Rolodex. I don't even know if I know what that is in real life, but he tells me the story all the time. And when I was in Atlanta, I got a phone call from my dad and he says, you know, your mom is sick. And I had known that she had cancer, but you know, when you're a kid, you just, in your head, you know that she's gonna be okay. And so I just figured they didn't know what they were doing. I needed to get home. At the time, I'd actually been blindly recruited to work for one of the top commercial real estate brokerages in the country. And so I was working 100% from home and flew in to be a caregiver for my mom of sorts just until she got better. And unfortunately, that time just never came. My mom ended up getting extremely sick, and I actually quit my job once I realized how sick she was. And once I quit and became a full-time caregiver, I just realized that this is happening. Your mom she's dying and it's just not gonna be a thing. So I tell people, you know, what got me into real estate was honestly my mom's passing, and it probably saved my life because it was the only thing that I did for a year and a half that kept me going, that got me up in the morning, being able to, you know, tag alongside my dad. So when people see me attached to the hip, I don't think they recognize how significant just his presence in the business was for me in that part of my life. So long story short, I ended up coming to commercial real estate just to have something to do to keep going and not feel like my life had completely ended when I lost my mom. You know, that's a great question. I feel like I'm not even sleeping when I'm asleep because my brain is going a million times, or a million hours and a million times per hour. I think that's how that goes. So honestly, I don't get a ton of me time, but I do get to spend, now that I'm back in Houston and not going between New York and Houston, I do get Sundays and Saturdays to spend with my family and my niece and my sister, my dad, my fiance. So we all just kind of hang out on the weekends, but just for me, my time is very finite, not much of it at all. Thank you. Honestly, we've been engaged for 3 years. He proposed in the pandemic, and I was like, we're not gonna fight people over mask or no mask, let's just hold off. Then we were like, okay, well, we're gonna get a house in Houston. So he moves to Houston, and 2 days after he moved to Houston, I ended up in New York for what I thought was gonna be 30 days and ended up lasting until actually now. I'm still working on the project. So hopefully now that we're back settled in Houston, we can start planning this wedding. You know, I juggle it. I don't know how well I juggle it, but sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating because, you know, I'm looking at everybody, especially on TikTok, everything's 30 seconds. And I'm like, my makeup routine is not 30 seconds. But it's tough. It's tough because there's so many different products, so many, you know, different things that you have to put on, from foundation to concealer, all of these different things. And I have always just been like, just make it simple for me, make it easy, which is why I end up most of the time fresh faced with maybe a little bit of blush and lip gloss. So woes, being in the industry that I'm in, sometimes I end up on top of the rooftops of buildings, or I'm walking inside of kind of gritty, nasty buildings with maybe dirt or dust just kind of floating around. So I feel like even if I don't have on makeup, my face is just, it's clogged, my pores are clogged. And even more so when I put on makeup and just the time that it takes to put it on and make sure that it looks right and make sure it looks seamless. And so I think my biggest woe is probably, like I said, just putting it on, making sure that it looks right. It's not too overbearing. It's not too underwhelming, just making sure that it's perfect. And then something that I love about, I would say, makeup or glam, I would say I love the way it makes you feel. The confidence, when you put it on and you walk in a room and you know this time I did it right. I did the wing eyeliner, the lip liner is everything is perfect. That's what makes me feel like this was worth it. You know, that's interesting. So when I first got in the industry, I told my dad, I'm like, man, like I'm a young African-American woman. I got 3 things going against me. This is gonna be rough. And he turned around and he says, well, I look at it different. He says, you're young, you're a woman, and you're African-American. He says, I see 3 advantages. And so when I walk into the rooms in this male-dominated industry, a lot of times I'm not looking at gender, I'm looking to do business. And I've learned that this is not about, what's against me or what's going against me. It's about how can I do business? How can I be a top performer in the industry? And one of the things that I coined when I got in the industry, if you look at the hashtag making commercial real estate sexy, it was beyond just, I want to look pretty. It was, I want to make this industry attractive to different people, minorities, women, people of color. I want this industry to be attractive in a different way because it's so underrepresented and we just don't talk about it enough. The residential agents make it look fun and fabulous and glamorous and sexy, and we just don't do it. And so one of my biggest things was make it look good, not only physically, but make it look good from the perspective of those who are looking to get involved in it. The lipstick that you just put on, the lipstick that I got when I walked in this studio, I don't do lipstick. I do not do it. This one fit so perfect for me. It is something that it's right up my alley in terms of color. I'm very basic. My nails will always be nude, white. If I go outside of it, I'm scared. My makeup is always nude or in lip gloss. And so to have a lipstick on that I'm actually happy with and I'm confident with, it feels good on my lips. It's very soft. It's like a velvet feel. Listen, you did a great job with this. I am excited about being able to try those products out and just be able to wear them and be able to get up and go and not have to worry about 17 different products. I can take 2 and make it work. Like I said, just putting on the lipstick, walking in here, I'm like, this is what I've been missing. Everybody's lipstick is always so pretty, and here I come like a child with lip gloss, and now I can actually have products that I'm proud of that feel good, they're not heavy, and again, they consolidate my morning process. So I'm really excited about it. Get up every day and give it your all, give it 100%. And when I say give it 100%, I don't mean you've got to be, working at the top of the industry every single day. Give it 100% of what you have. So if you only have 50% in your tank, give it 100% of that. Give it every single thing you got. Show up for yourself because nobody else is going to show up for you. Being an entrepreneur, it is one of those things where you got to believe in you. It's tough. Being an entrepreneur it's a rough industry. It is hard. But when you put yourself in the rooms with the people who will support you, who will advocate for you, who will put you in position, and I love to say this, people will put your name in rooms that you've not even stepped in yet, that's when you know that you can slow down. And I wouldn't even say slow down. That's when you know that you're doing the right things. That's when you know that you are working in the direction of success, when people are talking about you before you even step in the room.